crimp.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, welcome back to This Week in Base Hit. I'm your host, Zubaz. I am joined, as always, by that silver fox right there, Zubaz and Clone. Clone, how's your week?
It was all right. I was supposed to get a haircut last week
You should
and
just keep it going.
does the beard, and then my kid was sick, and I'm going today, and we scheduled this wrong because I could be nice and clean and shorn for you in a couple hours. But anyway,
No, I like it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Chicks dig the gruffy look.
yeah, just a little bit homeless, but who knows? Um, all right.
This has been an exciting week in baseball. And I just want so I have two things I want to talk about. One of them's right here. I want to talk about the new um,
City
City
Connect.
Connect jerseys for 8 teams. But this is the first time I remember all the way back to probably like 2014, 2015, like peak Mike Trout, where the Angels are in the news constantly. This is the Angels moment right now. And so
Yeah,
just
they have
to
a fight.
let
Is
me
that
just hit the highlights real quick and then we can talk about them. So they had a huge brawl. Jorge Soler, um, I forgot Ramos's name, but he punched him with a baseball. Crazy story. So we can talk more about that. Also, Walt Weiss tackled Jorge Soler. Walt Weiss, 64-year-old manager of the Braves, is the one that took him down.
he really took?
Also, Walt Weiss, Taekwondo black belt. We can talk more about that. Then we had Mike Trout getting hit twice in his hand. People got very nervous about Mike Trout, and so the Angels had got thrown at before that happened. So that was in the news. And then obviously the king of all stories, maybe the greatest defensive game of all time, Joe Adell robbing three
Oh yeah.
home runs in one game, including one that flipped him over the fence. It's just an exciting time for ball in Anaheim. And then you got like Zach Neto already hitting three home runs, looking great. Like that team is fun right now. What do you think? Do you buy or sell the
This
Angels right now?
this all to get Whitfield is Whitfield happy with this podcast?
Yeah. I want to win the Whitfield audience, man. It's shout out to Inside Halos, the best Angels blog on the planet.
When you said that they had been in the news that much, I was thinking, oh, you've got notifications in the back. Somebody's going to be checking.
Yeah, what's that say?
I have no idea, but yeah, they have been in the news a bunch. I knew about the fight, and I'd forgotten all about it. They have been. What's their
Yep.
record?
I mean, they're sitting in second place right now.
Okay,
So,
okay,
um,
it's early.
but it's early, obviously. But do
Tried to
you?
look up that Adele game to see if not Adele the singer, but to see if it was the greatest, if they had any metrics on it, and I couldn't find anything that's per game. But it's got, I mean, if it's not, it's got to be
It's
up there.
it's
Right.
arguably and coincidentally, based on her lyrics, Adele also very defensive, very defensive.
Very nice, very nice.
But yeah, I saw somebody that, gosh, I'm gonna skip it because I don't remember exactly what the stat was. But the one thing they did say is in all of 24 and 25, there was only two games that had um, a three robbed home runs, and Joe Adell did it by himself in one game. So
Yeah.
like it has to be one of the greatest defensive games of all time.
I want to learn more about those defensive stats because when I was digging into it, like they have the like percent chance of you making each
Catching it.
play. How do they
Yeah.
do that? How do they do
Yeah,
that?
they explained that too, and it was like the distance, the route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Pretty cool.
pretty cool. And well, and it's the first place I saw it this season was talking about the two 98% chances to make an out that O'Neal Cruz had when he missed them both. And the odds of him missing both 98 percenters is
Uh,
like infinitesimally
uh,
like Powerball small.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but the sun, that's the one thing that metric doesn't take into account is something like the sun.
Not wearing sunglasses.
They wear sunglasses.
Surely
Uh,
there's got to be a sunglasses company out there that could get a endorsement with him bringing him in anyway.
for sure. I mean,
Should
obviously
be giving him ideas, but
Oakley does
yeah,
a good job, but um, so anyways, so the Angels, I'm excited about the Angels this year for a team that once had the two greatest generational hitters together. One also happened to be a Cy Young candidate.
and
It
didn't make
didn't make the playoffs. Like
it.
I really am rooting for that fan base. They deserve some love, especially because they have some crosstown rivals that soak up most of the press. So
Never heard of them.
rooting for the Angels this year. Good luck, boys.
They are not on the list of City Connects. I'm looking back there.
They did not get new City Connects. So we've talked about City Connects. You know, I had some rough thoughts about a couple of City Connects last year. And you know, previously, like I've always hated the San Diego City Connects. Um, they're one of the teams. Uh,
That one grew on me, but I would say, and I feel like this is everybody. Like a lot of times, the initial reaction is like, "Oh," and it's just changed, just like website or anything else. But like, yeah, what is this crap? And
yeah,
I've tried to like get past that. I didn't like the Dodger one. Now I really like it a lot. Apparently, a lot of people still don't, but I don't
well,
like the new one. But anyway,
the this year one of the eight teams are my boys,
yeah.
the Brewers. So I got some thoughts about that one specifically, but let's save that one for last because that one's a little more personal.
You want
Um,
to bring up that picture so we can
yeah,
see
get so everybody can see it a little bit closer
everybody's
here.
not up? You warned me they were coming out, so I at least had my initial reaction first off screen, and now I gotta okay.
Now that these guys are up here, I'm
Is
gonna
that a
put
real
you.
picture, by the way? Did they actually get these
I
guys?
looked at that closer. I don't think so. I think that's
Okay,
Photoshop, but Photoshop's gotten really good because even the shadows at the bottom look right. So,
okay.
but I'm pretty sure it's Photoshop. Okay, I'm putting you on the spot. Name all the guys in that picture.
No, no. Skeens,
Yeah.
Yelich,
Yep.
you know, no. Who's wearing the? That's not Acuna, is
Yeah,
it?
that's Acuna. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I don't have it. I don't have it. I was trying to figure out who the Reds guy is.
Hunter Green.
Oh, it is Hunter Green. Okay.
And then obviously Adley Rushman because he's putting on the catcher gear. The guy next to him, I was like, is that Cole Reagans? Because I was not sure because he kind of didn't look like him, but it is Cole Reagans.
But it
And
does.
then obviously Jackson Merrill, Yelich. And then I struggled with the guy on the left because I kept wanting it to be Corey Seager, but it's Wyatt Langford.
Yeah, never would have gotten that one either.
Yeah.
All right.
So here's the jerseys now. Um,
Thing I
my
read had them alphabetical.
they do? No.
The thing that I read, I'm saying.
Oh, I had them alphabetical. Okay. Well,
But you tell me how you want to talk about them.
you start. You start. Just give me your overall impression of the change.
I mostly like them. I'm getting more used to this process.
Yeah.
I mostly like them, although
It's just like genuinely tough for baseball purists to just look at anything new and like it. So I'm getting used to the process as well.
I'm gonna start a fight right here and say the Brewers one is kind of the least is underwhelming to me. I don't know how you feel about the Wisco though.
Well, okay, so since we brought it up, I'll just get into it. Like the see, it's funny because the uniform doesn't really bother me because I understand what they were trying to do. Like the colors feel very Wisconsin. They have a sunset on the logo and everything. And then the typography, a lot of people don't like that, but it's um, the typography is very much a Wisconsin microbrewery look. And
Where's
so
the sunset?
there's a sunset on the logo. If you look at the hat,
Oh,
it goes.
on the
Yeah,
logo. Got it. Yeah, the logo I don't mind as much. I don't know.
yeah, but you know, it kind of gives off kind of a minor league vibe, but I think that's also what they were trying to do. But the one thing that I have trouble getting over is Wisco
Yeah.
because
Does
I
anybody
have
say that?
never once heard anybody in Wisconsin refer to it as Wisco. But you know who does refer to it as Wisco? People from Illinois. They're
Oh, really?
saying we're going to Wisco. So
Oh,
whoever did this, whoever got that approved, I don't think was from Wisconsin. That's
yeah.
not a Nobody says Wisco. Sometimes we'll call each other Scotties,
Yeah.
but Wisco, never heard
I
it.
mean, that's
Never heard
offensive
it.
to you people because you can't stand people from Illinois too.
Oh yeah, we call them Fibs, effing
Uh,
Illinois
the
bees.
other one, just talking about underwhelming, uh, and maybe it's just because I'm missing the Tatas, but Texas doesn't seem like they did much there. Uh,
I like it though.
you
I
like
think
it?
that jersey will sell well. Yeah.
Um, what? Maybe I'm not.
I don't
Did
know
much.
exactly I didn't look into the meaning of the jersey. Like Wisconsin, I went, oh, by the way, like they have barley and grains going down the side of Wisco's jersey. That's pretty cool. That's like a nice effect.
Yeah, that is nice. I guess Texas, they haven't had the red uniforms for a while, I guess. And I liked their other city connections. Maybe what's sticking out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's Mexico tie is the
Yep.
chaos, but I don't know anything else about the depth of it. It's all right. It's just a little subtle, a little subtle.
Yep. And then Atlanta, obviously you can tell the connect to both the old school Atlanta uniforms, but also like the show Atlanta, like they love designing the A that way. So
Oh, really? Is that
that
what
feels
that's from?
very uh
The small A on the.
yeah, the small A. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Uh,
So it feels very Atlanta. It's true to Atlanta. The Pirates are awesome. The new hat, because a couple podcasts ago I was wearing the clearance hat from their old. That's why, because that new hat is dope as hell. It's awesome.
uh, I always think the pirate stuff looks good, and if they don't get it right, then they're screwing up. But I need to see it in action because I think it looks good too, but it also looks like it could easily look like pajamas.
But you see how they mixed in like black thread with the yellow to make it look like a dirty yellow? That's such a good idea.
Yeah, this is our whole fashion week thing.
This is cool.
The one I do like is the that stuck out is the Royals.
Yeah, the Royals look really slick too. Yep.
I like that logo and yeah, that one. I
The
don't know.
crown
I
on the
like
hat looks a little bit alone, but it's cool. It's cool.
red's a little bit underdone as well.
I didn't notice the difference. Isn't that the same one as they had last year? Didn't they have that same thing?
I don't know. I don't keep up
I
with
didn't
them.
notice the difference in
They're the
theirs.
one that has the entire wardrobe. What else? What else? I'm looking up to see what their old one was.
And then San Diego basically just changed their color scheme to something more logical
I like,
to
yeah, I
me.
like that. I like that font that they've been using.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, uh,
And then
The Orioles one, I've changed my mind on like four times. Uh,
the bee is very cool on their hat, but the bee more, unless they
oh
actually
yeah,
say that there, I'm not sure what that means.
yeah.
Do they call their city Beemore?
I don't know. It just seems like they're. This all goes back to
That looks really stupid to me.
this all goes back to Oregon figuring out that you could how many jerseys you could sell by
Yeah.
an alternates on
Well,
them.
I'm telling you, Baltimore's going to sell a lot of those hats. So that logo's really cool.
Uh,
That logo's really cool.
yeah, I don't hate any of them. I think people are getting better at them. I just think some of them are underwhelming.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, of all the uniforms, like I think Wisconsin was the one I was, or Wisco was the one I was most disappointed with.
You order a hat yet?
The
Did you
color is
order?
cool. No, the color's cool. The sundown is cool because, obviously, like the one thing people from Wisconsin brag about is we have more shoreline than California because we're on border of the two biggest Great Lakes, right? So like the idea of the sundown, the beer, and the water is very like Wisconsin. We put it on our license plate. It's good they paid tribute to that, but the Wisco just god damn, that's gonna be hard to get over.
Why
It
is it
makes no
eight too?
sense.
It seems coordinated. Like, are they taking turns making new
They
uniforms?
must. I don't.
Because I
Yeah.
thought that Rangers one was pretty new. Why they're up again? But
I don't know if they have to get it approved or what. I'm not sure how that works.
none of them are. I don't dislike any of them. Like I specifically remember disliking the Rockies one, disliking the jumpsuit.
The Orioles, yeah, I'm
Orioles
glad
won.
they changed.
The
Yeah.
Red Sox, I do not like
The Red Sox, well, the Red Sox had two. They had like a green one
they
and
had the
then a
green and yellow.
multicolored. Yeah.
They have the Lance Armstrong and they have the what's Green Monster, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't like either of them. But whatever, you're just trying to sell them to your
Just
fans.
selling jerseys. Yeah, it's just for fun, just for goofs.
Uh,
And the Brewers are going to be wearing theirs all weekend, so I assume everybody's wearing their City Connects starting tomorrow.
who are they playing?
The Nationals.
I can't watch those games.
Yep.
Uh, so it's not like they like specifically waited for their big rival
They
or
should
anything.
have had it be against the Cubs because that's who calls them Wisco.
Uh,
Wisco. It's weird. That's gonna have to
yeah,
grow on
but
me.
like Pirates, man,
They got
they
it.
signed the contract. They got stuff going on. This is their chance
This is their shot for sure.
for the first time in a long time.
And they look, and Connor Griffin looks great out of the box, huh?
Yeah.
He has
Well,
what, four extra base hits already?
does he?
Yeah,
Must
yeah,
happen yesterday.
yeah, he's
When he signed
killing
the
it.
contract, he was still under 600 OPS. I wanted to make jokes about, oh my God, they signed, but
Well, I mean, he is going to slump, right? Like he's still 19. There is no way he's just going to
yeah,
be
he's still.
great. Well, I don't know. Soto was pretty dang good right out of the gate, but
Wait, whenever you ask me like how the week and like yes, Dodgers bullpen blew the game yesterday, and the day before that, like
they still won though, right?
no, they lost.
Oh, they
Uh,
lost. Oh,
they were on a roll. They had won the first 5 games on the road trip, and everybody like again the inevitable Dodgers. It all felt good, but I knew like as soon as they lost that one game, I'm like, ugh. And if they lose another one, I'm ready
it's
for
all
the
over.
yeah, it's all over. The sky is
I
falling.
was thinking of the Vesia game because Vesia closed out a game. Was
That was
that two
game
days
two.
ago?
That was
Yeah.
game two. Yeah, where bases loaded and he got out of it. That was
Yeah.
awesome. But
Yep.
yeah, yesterday Ohtani another six. Well, he didn't give up an earned run, but his scoreless streak went away because there was an error. Um, but he hasn't given up an earned run yet. But then the bullpen blew it.
No, I was going to ask you, did you see that the Cubs were well on their way to a no-hitter and then Michael Conforto blew a play?
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah,
I
you
I
lost
I
him the
missed out.
no-hitter by taking a terrible route to a ball.
Uh, how much is he playing?
I,
He seems like a nice guy. People
he
like
is a
him.
nice guy.
Man, he was bad last year, and I hope they enjoy him.
Well, and like the reason he's playing is because they traded Owen Casey for Edward Cabrera, and Owen Casey's having himself a year. That said, Cabrera's very good, but I'm just saying, like losing Owen Casey feels like a mistake.
Some point we haven't talked about it. At some point, we're going to go over our fantasy baseball teams that you and I are going against. I'm getting destroyed.
We
I'm
just
getting
so everybody knows, I did not even know that you could do this, but on FanTrax, we did a fantasy league just of us two, and we just drafted the whole thing and drafted a whole year's worth of players. So there's no transactions, goes week to week. We just made rules for us to be lazy and still do fantasy baseball. It was great. I
I
love this
mostly
idea.
like the rules, and it's getting me to learn some things. But our teams are all star teams, and my team just fucking sucks. I would like to. I've done some research on like the preferred fantasy league rules and what other people use, and there's already stuff I'd like to change for next time.
Yeah.
But I haven't figured out.
I think we did pretty good considering we winged it. We just set it up that night and just did a full draft.
Well, that was what when we did it. I was like, we could spread this out
3 weeks.
over the next 3 weeks. And then we did it in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you should trade me Cal Raleigh. I mean, he is going to be a bust all year. You should just get rid of him while the getting's good.
Uh, I mean, you could totally talk me into such a thing, but it's the fact that I mean, there's going to be no, no.
All right.
You're
We
trying to
won't
put me on. You're trying to
I'm
put me on the spot
on the
here.
spot. Yep. The public wants to know. All right. So what do you guys think about the City Connects? Put that in the comments. What do you think about the Angels? Buy or sell the Angels? I need to know what people are thinking because they're feels like they're overperforming. I don't know. They look pretty good.
This was
So
their big week. This was their big week for the.
it was a big week. All right. We'll leave it there. Till next week. That was this week. See you next week for next week. Talk about last week.